Oh, I've heard of these people. Oh, they got you big on the
I
poster.
love wrestling and you
Yeah.
love wrestling.
Hey, it's Ruthie Jay, the five-star athlete. And if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love
I'm not
wrestling.
here if I love wrestling.
Check us out. And if you love wrestling and
We love wrestling. Watch that.
I'm even rapping.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling. We love wrestling.
I'm making noise now. I'm making noise now.
Welcome to Women in Wrestling. Ooh. Today, people. It's been about a year and a half. We always say we give it about a year and a half, then we come back and check in on people. And this person, we had her on March 9th, 2022, about a year after that.
Wow.
A few days before, maybe. She got signed to a company, popped up, started wrestling with companies and everything, big time and out here challenging for championships. Got her own championship on the independent scene, beating people up. We have with us today the five-star athlete, the superior queen, Ruthie Jay. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? What an intro.
I'm doing all right. Got to do you. I've got to do you right for the intro. Ruthie, like I said, last time you was here was March 9th, 2022. How has the last year and a half been for you?
A roller coaster ride full of ups and downs, leaps and bounds. I don't even know. I'm rhyming now. um, it's been a lot, more ups and downs, of course. It's always been, about the journey for me, and everything's been going at its own time, and I'm happy where I am right now. And to say a year ago I was here, and like so much has changed.
I know you probably done a lot of podcasts or interviews out here. Everybody asks you, so if the people don't know, you got signed to NWA.
Yes.
Was it at the beginning of this year?
It was earlier this year, yes. I would say before this summer, so earlier this year.
Okay, so I believe you popped up on NWA maybe in like February and had some matches every now and then. And
Yes.
then you just start shining this summer with NWA. How's the experience being there at NWA?
It's really cool. Everybody backstage is very welcoming, very nice, very polite, professional. Honestly, it's a really good company to work for. Everybody's treated with like respect, and our boss is very respectful and cool too. Like I appreciate and like get along with everybody there at NWA. So it's been a really good experience for me.
So I got that you said more like beginning of the summer you got signed with them. So I got to ask this since the beginning of the summer, say June, July, August, September, October. In 5 months, you challenged for both of their singles titles, the television championship against Max, and I don't know if you want to talk about that match. And you just challenged the new champion, Kylie Alexa. How does it feel being pushed into the championship scene so soon after getting there with NWA?
So a little correction: Kylie Alexa is the sister of the champion. The champion is actually Kenzie Page.
Kenzie Page.
Yes.
They be confusing me with their names. Sorry about
No,
girls. No disrespect.
I know you didn't mean no disrespect by it, but Kenzie, challenging her for the title was monumental for my career. Probably the biggest career of my match. It is the biggest career of my match thus far. To challenge for the NWA World Women's Championship at Samhain was a great opportunity. Of course, part of me was like, damn it, get them next time. But, there's always going to be next time. I'm signed there. And like you said, this is my second big title opportunity. The first one came from challenging Max the Impaler. That match was fun too. At one point, I thought I had her. I did think I had her at one point. Listen, I had her down. I did. So at one point, I thought I had this, It just wasn't my night. It wasn't my night. But guess what? It doesn't matter how many times you lose. That one win, that's all that matters.
You really thought you had her though?
I thought I had her. I really thought I had her. You feel me? It's just a matter of time. I'll have her.
I won't lie. I was watching the match. I was like, oh, Ruthie doing something. Then Max like, I don't know who's gonna be able to take Max out because, like you said, you gonna have her at a time. You gonna have it at a time. So could be you.
Could be. Fingers crossed it is. Fingers crossed I survive.
That NWA women's division, I always tell people I like y'all women's division, what y'all do there. You got some good athletes. How does it feel being there around some of the vets that are there and other women's that's coming in? I know when you first got there, Rosa Negra was there and then she went down with an injury. And then, you start mixing with some more people. So how was that for you?
I mean, it's always great when I get to wrestle people like I've never wrestled before. So it gives me more opportunity to do that on a bigger stage. And, the veterans that are there, they're also very helpful. They talk to you, they make sure you're aware of certain things and how to and they help you also with your matches before or afterhand if you go to them and ask. They're not mean or rude or anything about it. They're very welcoming. So I'll say the women's division that we have backstage is a really strong one because we try to help each other out.
So a lot of people, everybody talk about you're in NWA now. You wasn't there for the first in Power, and a lot of talkers online. Hey, we need another all women's pay per view. How do you feel about NWA if they were to throw another Empower 2? Is that something that you want to see?
That would be cool, of course, because women only get a select amount of time in any show because it's mostly the men. So for us to just get a show for just the women, that'll be pretty cool. Honestly, when you're backstage, you'll mostly see men. There'll be a group of women, of course. We have our spots on the shows, but to have a whole show just filled with women, that'll be great. I'd love to be a part of that.
Okay. Now, Ruthie, I got to ask you on the independent scene. So you out here walking around with a championship, talking real big. CCW area, you know what I'm saying? Telling people how it is. How long have you held that CCW championship?
Honestly, I just won it in October, I believe. I literally just won the title not too long ago, last month. I'm talking a big game because I can back it up. I'm telling you, I don't talk just to hear myself listen. I hate hearing myself talk half the time. But if I gotta talk my ish so my point can get across, I will do that. And right now, I am the current reigning, defending CCW Women's Champion.
Now, people watching this, I'm clipping this part out because this comes out a week, but this coming weekend, Ruthie, you got 2 title defenses.
Yeah.
Now I got to ask you going 2-0?
You gotta wait and see.
I'm just asking you. You believe you going 2-0?
I believe I'm going 2-0 because I'm always ready, and I'm ready for back-to-back competition.
Okay. I believe you have, is it Mila Moore and Casey Lennon?
Yes.
They both been talking. I know you faced Mila before. Have you faced Casey before? I believe so.
I have.
They both been talking, saying they coming for that championship. How does it feel, having a target on your back when 2 premier athletes, Mila used to be in NXT, Casey, she's been around, people know her, coming after what you hold?
I mean, of course, if I wasn't at the top, I would feel offended if nobody came at me. That's the only way you're at the top is when you have so many people coming at you for what you have. I'll be offended if nobody wanted to challenge me. And now I have 2 people coming at me back to back. I'm up for this challenge. I've wrestled both of them before. I know exactly what they're both made of. And the 5-star athlete is ready.
The 5-star, I'm glad you just said 5-star athlete. I'm going to ask you some questions that got to do with 5-star things, and I'm going to see what you think about. Okay. What's your favorite 5-star meal?
I love pizza. Honestly, I can eat it every day.
We calling pizza 5 stars?
Yeah, I don't care. Pizza is amazing. You can find it. I love pizza.
What's your favorite
Amazing.
type of pizza?
I would have to say pepperoni with green peppers. I don't know. That's a weird combination. Just add green peppers on there.
I can go with it. Wrestling related 5 star question. If you had to rate one of your matches 5 stars, which match would you rate 5 stars?
Two matches, or is that only one match?
Oh, you can. If you got two, give me two.
It would definitely be my match with Kenzie this past pay-per-view, and my match with La Rosa Negra when it was False Count Anywhere.
Yeah. Hey, okay. So you had that match with La Rosa Negra. I believe after that match, I saw her like maybe a month later, 2 weeks to a month later, somewhere in that time frame, and she was putting you over tremendously. She was like, "Hey, Ruthie's the girl. That's my girl right there. She's got everything. That's somebody you need to pay attention to." And I was like, I talked to Ruthie. She was like, "Yeah, she got something. I really believe in her." So I'm glad because I usually ask what 2 matches would you tell people to watch to get to see you better, but 2 5 star matches you just gave there, people. If you haven't seen the NWA pay-per-view, go get it. It's a
Yes,
great match. And the Falls Count Anywhere match, I believe it's on YouTube somewhere.
it is on YouTube. Yes.
Okay. It is on YouTube. I'll put a link in there so you all can see it. One more 5 star question. 5 star athlete, you in Miami. Um, what's a 5 star car to you? Or do you, I mean, you travel a lot. Do you have a 5 star car? Do you even worry about cars?
Not really, but I don't really have a favorite car because all of them, there's always an issue. I used to love BMW, like BMWs. I was a big fan. I always wanted a BMW, but like growing up, I'm like, I'm not trying to spend all that money to fix one problem.
Mm.
Like, I don't have a favorite car, honestly.
I mean, that's fair. Um, Usually, we have another person that joins us, Dora, and she has some questions. So she sent me over her list of questions. I'm gonna ask you here. Some are wrestling related, some aren't wrestling related. We already asked the food question. So the next question is: if you could be reincarnated as any animal or mythical creature, what would you pick?
Can it be something specific?
Yeah, whoever you want
I
to pick.
would be I would want to be a rich lady's dog just so I can be pampered and not do anything.
That's a hell of a pick right there. I don't. No one said that. People said like cats and everything, but a rich lady's dog because they do take care of their dogs and everything. That
They
would,
but I wouldn't even be I would be carried like a queen to the airport.
and one of them little toasts that they be having and everything. Oh, you out here then? I could dig that. Uh, do you have a favorite scent or smell?
Um I like smelling like fabuloso, like the smell, like when you clean it, like when you clean and then you put that like and your house smells like that. I don't know, it smells so fresh to me.
The Fabuloso smell?
Yeah,
I can go. I can go with that. Okay, I can go with that.
I
Um,
think that's strange.
Yeah, the smell, clean, a clean smell. I mean, it's not too strange, you know. Everybody like to be clean out here.
I
Uh,
would hope
do,
so.
I know you traveling a lot, you doing a lot of things, but do you have like a favorite non-wrestling TV related show?
I used to love The Walking Dead. Like I literally got up to like season 10 and then I like stopped because too many people were dying. They kept killing all my favorite people. So The Walking Dead.
That's what a lot of people say. Like, all my favorite characters are gone now. I can't keep doing this. Like,
They can't keep doing this to me. I have no attachment anymore. I think this is what they messed me up in real life. I have zero attachment because of them.
Did you
Y'all
ever
all
try,
gonna die.
did you ever try any of the spin-offs of The Walking Dead, the shows that they
No,
had?
I couldn't get into it. I knew there was like two other spin-offs, but I'm like, this one show is pissing me off so bad. If I start these other shows, I'm gonna be even more mad.
I could feel that. I can definitely feel that. Let's see the next question we have here. What is your favorite song to relax to?
It's a Coldplay song. I think it's called "A Message," um, by Coldplay.
A Message by Coldplay?
Mhm.
Let's see if something comes up, if I put this in.
Message.
Coldplay, A Message, yep, that is a
Oh,
song.
okay. Okay.
Okay, you right. I was just looking for it. Taylor Swift came up trying to take over everything.
Oh, I bet. She's number one every week.
Man, I don't want to be Grayson Waller on here and go after Taylor Swift, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh,
Uh,
don't get canceled, please. The Swifties are watching.
yep. Uh, one last question here. What is something, no matter what, that can always make you smile?
A
Something or
baby.
someone.
A baby.
A baby?
A baby. Like a kid. I mean, like a kid smiling will always make me smile.
What's the age limit on a kid? You know what I'm saying?
Probably like 12.
12? Okay. So when you're at the shows, do the kids react to you good?
They do. They react to me very well. It's crazy because like I am very like my personality can come out very cocky and everything because I go around calling myself the 5-star athlete, but people love it. I don't get it. But I
I
really
mean,
don't. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
but you back it up. Like people who call themselves a 5-star athlete, you have to prove it in the ring, and you do prove it every time that you get into the ring.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
So you look at that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, Ruthie. You know, I'll tell you if you ain't doing good out here.
I would hope so.
Let's see here. That's all her questions. So I got to ask in this time frame, you know, I got to ask about this match though, because I was watching that match on NWA Power. That triple threat between you, Mr. Kate, and Natalie Marcola. Uh, how was that? You know, because those are two people with a lot of personality, I'll say, and very athletic. And you know, I thought for a while NWA was pushing Markova, and then you came in there and just swiped that win up. Um, how was it in that triple threat match?
It was cool. I mean, I never worked either of them one on one, honestly. So for me to work both of them at the same time, I was like, okay, cool. Like it was new to me because most of the time I was like partnered with Missa in matches. It would be like multi-man woman matches, and then I've never worked Natalia, and I wanted to work her before. So it was cool to mix up all the things that we got, and it was like we have so many different moves and ways in getting into everything. So it was a really good match, and I think that was one of my better matches at NWA too. So
So, it I mean, it ranks high up there for me. Um, like I said, first 4 months NWA you challenged for both of the both of the titles, the TV championship and the World Women's Championship, the Burke. Um, if you had a tag team partner out here, would you be looking at them tag team championships? Because I mean, that right there would be all three, but you have to win the tag team portion of it. But have you been looking into that?
I honestly have not. I've never really thought about it. Only because I've been doing mostly like singles
Mm-hmm.
competition. I've never really thought about tag team wrestling. Not that I'm opposed to it at all, because tag team wrestling is really fun. And you get to like share the ring with like multiple people at the same time. So that's always fun.
So, if you never thought about it, just random question. If you had to pick a tag team partner, would you have anybody in mind?
Yes, I would love to team with Taylor Rising. She's really good. She's really good. She's
Okay.
athletic too, and I think we would have like a lot of chemistry if we like team together.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Natalia. Or Natalia. One or the other, but it's crazy they team together. So I was just like, damn. I was like, okay, all right.
Maybe y'all three can get together and take on Pretty in Power.
I know. That would be cool.
Okay,
That'd be
okay,
cool.
okay. Uh, I don't know if I want to ask that, but I kind of do want to ask that because you was in Chicago for NWA, and my buddy was recording, and he was like, "Yo, Ruthie Jay, didn't you have her on your show?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "She just beat Angelina Love," and I was like, "Did she really?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Ruthie J beat Angelina Love." Angelina was like a legend out here. You know that, Ruthie, right?
I
How was it
do.
getting that win over her?
Honestly, I couldn't believe it. It was like, for one, I couldn't believe I was working with her. Even though I knew I was working with her, I just couldn't believe it at the moment when it was like time to work with her. Because I grew up watching her. And I told her, too, I was like, I grew up watching you. Like, this is really cool for me. Like, I'm not gonna like pretend like this isn't cool. This is super cool. And then, she was super like helpful, like gave me, you know, she gave me advice on certain things on how to do it and certain things before and after the match and like what she didn't have to do, and she was like super cool, like 100% like a great role model.
Mm. Has, so I've started asking some people this. I haven't asked it on the podcast before. I think I'm gonna start asking on the podcast. Being a wrestler, have you? So you said you met Angelina. You like, yo, I used to watch you. I'm really
Yeah.
excited that I get to face you. Have you met any other people where it's like you have like a mark out moment? That's what we call it, a mark out moment that you like. Oh, I'm in the same locker room as you, or I'm getting ready to face you. Besides Angelina.
I mean, I had like a fan moment when I met Jazz, but I never got to like face her, so it was like it's kind
Mm.
of different. And
Was it
then
at
like I had like,
NWA?
yeah, at NWA. um and then I had this moment like backstage when I like first met Deanna Prazo. I was just like, oh shoot, you're Deanna, like in my head, like, because like I've seen her on Instagram, Facebook, like I know who she is, but I was like, I never met her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've had those moments, but like, but besides that moment with like Angelina, where I got to like face them, I've never like had that moment.
Okay. Just seeing people and be like, oh snap, I'm really here and you here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like, oh shoot, I know who you are. Like I know, like, or oh, it's a legend, Jazz. You're my like she's not, what is she? I think she's a producer or something backstage. Like she works with us backstage at NWA. So it's like, oh wow, I'm working with Jazz type stuff. But I never got to face Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ask you about a fan moment. You're ready to wrap this up, but I got to ask this question to you, Ruthie. If you had three people out here that you can face about to end 2023, so if you had three people that you can face this year or in 2024, what three people would you name?
Um I definitely want to face Kenzie again. Definitely would want to face Kenzie again. Um I'd want to face, hopefully if she could, get better soon enough, La Rosa Negra. Hopefully. But and then the last person I'd want to face before 2023 ends would be, I'd say Markova, only because I've never wrestled her before, and I feel like it'll be a fun match. So yeah.
Markova got that fire. You got that fire when you get to that
Yeah.
point. It'll be a big banger. La Rosa seemed like she almost ready to come back.
Who? La Rosa?
Yeah, I saw her say she gonna be at WrestleCade and everything. I don't know if she's in a match on Ladies Night Out,
I
but
think I think she's signing for most part. I didn't see her like on the card like wrestling. I don't think so.
mm, okay. Gotta wait and see. But you want another one with La Rosa? Okay,
I do. It's been too long.
I can dig that. That is three right there, Ruthie. Let's move you over here. Make it big on the screen real quick. Make her big. Boom. You know, we call this your put yourself over moment. This is where you let the people know your social media, ways they can support you. Uh, about your things coming up or anything else you want them to know. We just want you to put yourself over.
Okay. You guys can find me on Instagram at Ruthie underscore all underscore smiles. On Twitter at Superior Queen, Queen with the W because I'm unique. On Facebook at Ruthie Jay. And Patreon at patreon.com/Ruthie underscore J.
Ruthie, you on Patreon?
Yeah, but I barely use it. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Yeah.
You're gonna start using it more people, you know what I'm saying? She just been busy, but the rest of this year in 2024, she's gonna be all on the Patreon thing. What type of
Yep.
thing? What type of things you got coming to the Patreon?
I got good things coming to the Patreon, y'all. Don't mind me. I was just messing when I said that.
So I don't really use it, but come on, we try to put you right.
I know.
She ain't mean that, people. She ain't mean that. Uh, Ruthie, as a wrestler, I mostly talk to people face to face about these things, but I know you travel a lot, you do a lot of things outside of what you're doing right now in NWA. Is there anything in wrestling that you're excited about?
Honestly, I'm excited to see where it takes me. I've never been to so many places in 1 year in my life. So I'm super grateful that I've been able to go there and come back in one piece by the grace of God. So I'm just like excited to see where it takes me, like physically, mentally. Um, everything is a ride, but like this ride has been going so quick. Everything has been so fast for me. Like in the past year, like I told you, I can't believe it's just been a year because everything it doesn't feel like a year. It feels like 3 years passed by, but it's only been 1 year.
I always say you never know how quick things can change for you in 6 months to a year. A lot of people we talk to, and then like a year later, like, dang, we just had them on and now they doing this. Like, it's a few people out there like that, but it's always great to see the progression and everything. But guys, right over here, am I right? I got it. Yes. Ruthie Jay, Superior Queen. Superior girl. I gotta say, Superior Queen like that. You know what I'm saying? The 5-star athlete. You can catch her on NWA. You can catch her on Independent Scene. You can catch her probably coming to a lot more areas because once you see her, you like, yo, this is a 5-star athlete, and she going on. And she's still young, people. She ain't even hit her stride yet. She's just starting to hit her stride, which is crazy. Okay. Make sure y'all follow all her links. They'll be in the description. Make sure y'all watch her on NWA. Make sure y'all stay up to date on Ruthie Jay. Make sure y'all watch her on NWA and stay up to date on Ruthie. Now I'm out here rhyming.
I know. I was like, you rhyming now.
But now I'm Trey D. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's too street now for the culture.